Welcome back to Eliances Heroes, where heroes in business align. To be part of our super community and find out more about Eliances, visit www.Eliances.com.
That's right, and we have got another incredible show. Let me tell you who's going to be coming on later on within our show is we have the founder of a Rocket Lawyer and also, too, the CEO of Century 21 Real Estate Firm. So make sure you continue to stay tuned because you're listening to me, David Kogan, host of the Eliances Hero Show. And by the way, thank you, too, for the feedback that we continue to get from having the co-founder of Priceline on, who's also part of Eliances. So again, go to the only place where entrepreneurs align, Eliances.com. That's Eliances.com. All right, our next hero, he has got one of the hottest startups that is in Arizona. People are flocking to him to use what he's developed. I'm going to have this hit and steal the thunder of what that is, but let me just tell you, if you're bringing on anyone new within your organization or even old, how do you get them ramped up as quickly as possible? Well, our next hero, Chris Ronzio, the founder and CEO of Trainual, has discovered that secret. With that, Chris, what is it that you developed?
Wow, thank you for the intro. I don't think I've ever been called a hero, so I might be a little resistant to that, but maybe the pursuit of heroism is what it's all about. So what is Trainual? It's a training manual. We smash the two words together, and what that means in business is it's all the policies, procedures, processes, the playbook for your business, for how you do what you do, which is what makes your business unique. So as I was working with other small companies, I saw everyone wants one of these playbooks so that they can train their new hires, get them productive quickly, retrain people that have been around for a while, and just surface all the best practices so that everyone's a high performer. And that's what it's all about.
Now, what's the difference between that and someone just putting a video up saying, okay, welcome to the organization. This is how you're going to go ahead and use this program, et cetera, et cetera.
So two things. First, it's not just video. It could be screen recordings, could be text, could be slides. There's all different ways people communicate this, and we're allowing you to centralize it in a searchable place. And that's the first thing. The second piece of this is that, people need a sequence for going through training. It's not just, hey, look at all the videos on our drive. It's let me go through this in the order that I need to learn this stuff. And let me hold you accountable to know that you've actually seen it. So instead of just shooting someone a video, you want to know, have they gone through 100% of the content? Are they up to speed? That's what our system does.
And I think what you've developed is amazing because that really is one of the sticking points with new and established businesses because it's always that continuing bringing someone new on at different times and trying to get them ramped up as quickly as possible. But what was the exact aha moment when you're like, you know what? I got to run with this.
The aha was I had a consulting client that did on-demand t-shirt printing, and they hired a lot of students from ASU locally here, and those students would work for 3 months, and then they'd go home at the end of the semester, and they'd have to hire 25 new people. And so they had this 60-page Google Doc that they used to train all their new people, and I thought, this is crazy. There's got to be a better way to show people how the business works. How do you use the screen press? How do you take orders? How do you text people that their order's ready? And so that was kind of the genesis of building this.
And again, we've got with us Chris Ronzio, the founder and CEO of Trainual. You can reach him at Trainual.com. That's Trainual.com, because of course you're listening to me, David Kogan, host of the Eliances Hero Show. So make sure you go to the only place that exists for entrepreneurs, the only place where entrepreneurs align. That's Eliances.com, Eliances.com. All right, Chris, we've got a number of people that are listening now and they're going, okay, but how hard is it for me to set this up? Is it a step-by-step? I mean, what's involved with it? Because I've got, so many documents, so many things out there. How do I put it all together?
So the most important thing you want to train is the thing that you're going to get the highest ROI out of. So if you're training a lot of new hires, you've got a big hire orientation, that's the first thing you want to do is just document, here's what it means to be part of our business. And we have in the system dozens and dozens of pre-built templates so that out of the gates, you can plug in 10, 15, 20 of those things that are instantly useful for your business. That's your orientation, your handbook, your policies, just those basics. And then beyond that, it's role-specific training and department-specific training. And you do that based on what needs the most attention. So for some businesses, they've got a really fast scaling sales force. It makes sense to put all their sales scripts into the system. Other businesses might have a call center. Other businesses might have a lot of contractors or freelancers or volunteers, and documenting the how-tos for that role is what they need to focus on.
Now, What is the sweet spot? Are you seeing specific type of industries that are doing it now that are coming to you as clients, or is it really across the board?
Across the board, dozens of industries, over 100 countries we have users in now. And the only thing we've seen is that the company size is typically bigger than just a few people where you'd communicate sitting next to someone, and it's smaller than those thousands of employee Fortune 500 kind of companies that have huge HR departments and these big people operations software. So we're kind of the sweet spot in the middle.
All right, so train your employees. Make sure you go to Trainual.com. Once again, that's Trainual.com, because we have with us Chris Ronzio, the founder and the CEO. I mean, this is the magic tool that you need. In fact, Chris, you've also developed a number of other businesses. What, a half dozen other businesses over your career?
Yeah, so I've been involved in a lot of things. My first company was a video production company, started when I was 14. We did youth sporting events in all 50 states, and I learned so much about business, from booking camera people to film youth sporting events. So I had that business for a while, then got into consulting, worked with 150 other companies, so it's been a lot of fun.
Unbelievable. And you've won a number of awards. Talk to us about some of those awards. You're the hottest person right now in Arizona. Everybody's talking about you and your startup.
I think that's because we have banners in the airport. So everyone walks through the airport, they see the banners, and they think we're the hottest. And so we've created that illusion.
I love it. I love it. But I was just at, DesTech AZ, and you won the most promising startup?
Yeah, that was cool because Steve Wozniak gave the award. So I was sitting there in the front of the room, and they presented this most promising startup of the year for last year. And hearing him say Trainual and going up on stage was a really cool thing.
Oh, man, you got to blast that video all over the airport.
Yes.
All right, let's move on, though, too. You're also an author.
Yeah.
And I love this. The title of the book, 100 Hacks to Improve Your Business. All right. If you only had to choose 3 of those hacks out of the 100 that you've listed, which would they be?
Well, first I'd step back and say that creating the book was a hack. So for 2 years, I had a newsletter that would send out a simple tool, a software tool that you could use to fix a problem in your business. And after 2 years, I said, wow, I've done over 100 of these things. Let me just make a book out of my newsletter. So creating the book was a hack. And I think people can repurpose their content and get value over again. So that's the first thing. Number 2 is going to be self-serving. I think number 93 in the book was Trainual. So it was right as we were starting to develop the prototype, and it was cool that made it in the cusp. And number 3, I'd say, is a tool called SaneBox that I've used for years and years to make my email more manageable. It cuts out all the newsletters and receipts and social notifications from the things I really need to read.
Now, the thing is that a lot of people, they have this idea, they want to do a startup. Talk to me, though, about at what point did you know, hey, you know what, I've got something here. This has got some real traction. We're going.
So it was when we first launched the business, Trainual, it was just for my consulting clients. They didn't pay for it. And then little by little, they recommended it to people that didn't want to pay me for consulting, just wanted the tool. So we started getting these $49 subscriptions from strangers around the world. And when it covered my car payment, my wife said to me, hey, there's something here. Like, you should put some more time into this. And then it covered the mortgage. And I felt like, okay, now I got to do something.
I love it. I love it. All right. We've got a little less than a minute left, but this is very important too. Again, you've created 6 businesses. Your company right now, Trainual, is, just growing by leaps and bounds and stuff. Talk to us about a couple secrets that you can share, though, with young professionals, right? Those that are just getting started. Everybody sees this magic word as entrepreneur. Most people want to be their own boss until they're actually starting to do it and stuff. What kind of secrets would you share?
I think that the experience I had as a young kid working for free is what propelled my career forward. With my video company, I volunteered for free to shoot videos at a local car dealership, and they ended up using them, and I made hundreds of thousands of dollars off of it. I volunteered for free to work an internship at a consulting firm, and it taught me so much about innovation and how big companies pay big dollars for thought leadership. So I'd suggest that people just get involved, pick something you want to be involved with, and just get around smart people.
Fantastic. Well, listen to me, because I'm around smart people like Chris. That's right, Chris. You streamline and improve the business by giving the right tools to your clients. That's a hero. Chris Ronzio, founder and CEO of Trainual. Make sure you go to Trainual.com, Trainual.com. This has been David Kogan with Eliances.